Good morning. My voice is audible, all of you? It is audible, ma? Okay. Good morning, all of you. Today we discuss mechanical rotational system. In last class, in middle of the session only, class closer. So once again, I am repeated mechanical rotational system. In this mechanical rotational system also we have three elements, that is moment of inertia, dashpot and spring. The moment of inertia with denoted with capital J, dashpot is same capital B and spring is same capital K, denotes with capital K. The definition is also same as translation system. The weight of the rotational mechanical system is moment of inertia. In that translation system, uh, we the weight of the translation mechanical system is mass. Here the weight of the rotational system is called as moment of inertia. Okay, same definition. And dashpot is the friction of the mechanical body, that is called dashpot. Spring count, that is elasticities of the body, that is called spring. These are the three elements in a mechanical rotational system. In mechanical translation system, mass, dashpot, spring. Okay. It is not audible, ma? The voice is clear or not?
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. The rotational system will be depends upon the Newton's second law of motion. In the translation system also same law we can represent, that is the sum of the forces are equal to 0. Here the sum of the torques are equal to 0. In translation system, force sum of the forces equal to 0. Here sum of the torques is equals to 0. Is the Newton's second law of motion in rotational system. Okay. We have different types of symbols used in these mechanical rotational systems, that is theta. Theta is angular displacement. In translation system, x, right? Displacement represent as a x. Here theta. So here theta is the angular displacement. We can measure that angular displacement in radians. Okay. D theta by dt, angular velocity, that is represents in radians per seconds. In case of translation system, that is dx by dt, right? Dx by dt, that is you can represent as a v velocity. Here angular velocity, that is d theta by dt. Okay. Here d theta by dt square, acceleration, angular acceleration. In case of translation system, d square x by dt square, that is small a. Here T, applied torque, Newton's meters, and J, moment of inertia, kg meter square for radians, and B, rotational frictional coefficient, and K is the stiffness of spring constant. Okay. These are the symbols used in mechanical rotational system. Next, we can see the torque balance equations. In the translation system, we can represent the force balance equations. No? Same way here, we can represent torque balance equations. Okay. First, you have to solve the torque balance equation for the moment of inertia. This is the symbol for the moment of inertia. Capital J we can represent moment of inertia. This is the torque applied by the moment of inertia, and displacement applied in the moment of inertia theta. Okay, here T J we can represent as a T J applied by the torque in a moment of inertia, that is opposing torque moment of inertia of the body. Okay. Same here also we can represent Tj is proportional to the acceleration, right. The acceleration Tj is proportional to d square by dt square. Okay. Acceleration means d square theta by dt square. Okay, right. So, Tj is equal to j into d square theta by dt square. Proportional constant I am taking j here. Tj is equal to j into d square theta by dt square. This is the torque balance equation for the moment of inertia. Okay. Next one is dashpot. This is a symbol for the dashpot. Here B we can represent capital B, and torque and displacement, angular displacement. Okay. Here we can represent torque opposes by the dashpot is Tb. I am taking Tb here. Tb is proportional to the angular velocity. Same in that case also dashpot is proportional to the velocity. Here the dashpot is proportional to the angular velocity. Okay. That is d theta by dt. Tb is proportional to the d theta by dt. So, from this we can take proportional constant Tb is equal to b into d theta by dt, right. T is equal to Tb is equal to b d theta by dt. We can apply this angular displacements on both sides. What will have? This is the theta only. I am applying this angular displacement second end also theta 2. This theta 1, this theta 2. So, in that case we can take in place of theta, you have to take the theta 1 minus theta 2, same formula. Tb is equal to b into d by dt of, in place of theta I am taking theta 1 minus theta 2. Okay. This is the angular displacement applied both the ends. Next one is spring. How to represent the spring? Spring is also same representation, that is Tk is proportional to the angular displacement, that is Tk is proportional to the theta. In that case the Tk is proportional to the here angular displacement, that is theta. So, Tk is equal to k into theta. Tk is equal to k into theta, right. This is the spring constant the torque applied by the spring constant, right. Here I am applying the displacement, angular displacement only one side. I am applying the both the sides theta 1, theta 2. In that case in place of theta we can take the theta 1 minus theta 2, right. In place of theta I am taking the theta 1 minus theta 2. So, what will get? Tk is equal to k into theta 1 minus theta 2, right. This is the condition for the spring, torque balance equation for the spring, okay, at the both the ends. Now we can see one problem. Write the differential equation governing the mechanical rotational system shown in figure. Obtain the transfer function of the system. Okay. Here is given one system here. In that case, we can take the nodes are M1 and M2. Here we can take the J1 and J2. Okay. First you have to take the J1. Take the J1. Okay. And here theta, T is the input, theta is the output, angular displacement is the output, T is the input, torque is the input. In that case, force is the input, displacement x is the output in translation system. Here also same, that angular displacement is the output and torque is a input. Okay. First you have to take the J1, then you have to take this, whatever the elements are connected to the J1, torque and K. You can take both the T and K, Tk. Okay, only two are connected to the Tk. Okay, write down. Then after we can take the Tj1 also. You can take Tj1 also. Don't forget Tj1, Tk. These two are connected with J1. So, we can write the formulas for the two elements. Okay. Tj1. Tj1 is J1 into d square theta 1 by dt square. Tk is okay, I think here theta 1 also there. You forgot to draw the here theta 1. So, k having both the ends, that is theta 1 and theta. So, k theta 1 minus theta. Okay. Here theta 1 is also there in this problem. You forgot to take the theta 1 here. Here T and theta 1 same direction, but remaining elements, whatever the elements are there, that will be upwards. The direction of arrow mark is important here. The input and output will be same direction, and this one remaining elements will be upward direction. You can take. And Tj1, Tj1 means j into d square by dt square. You know the formula. In place of j, j1 we have to take, and place of theta, theta 1 I am taking. So, Tj1 is equal to j1 into d square theta 1 by dt square, right. Tk is equal to k into theta 1 minus theta. Okay. By Newton's second law, what is formula? All the torques are equals to 0. So, Tj1 plus Tk minus T is equal to 0. Here I am taking Tj1 plus Tk is equal to T. Okay. All the formulas are we know. So, we can substitute here J1 d square theta 1 by dt square plus k into theta 1 minus theta is equal to T. So, from this can simplify this one, we can multiply this k into theta 1 minus theta, then we will get this equation. This is the differential equation for this system, first differential equation for this system. Okay. Next you have to take the, first you can apply the Laplace transform for this. Okay. D square by dt square means Laplace transform of d square by dt square is s square. Laplace transform of d square by dt square is s square, right? Here theta 1 is Laplace transform of theta 1 is theta 1 of s. Laplace transform of theta is theta of s, and t Laplace transform of t is t of s. Okay, can substitute all those apply the Laplace transform for the all the elements, then we will get the equation as j into s square into theta 1 of s plus k theta 1 of s minus k theta of s is equal to t of s. Then after we can take common as theta 1 of s. Okay. From this theta j 1 s square plus k is equal into theta 1 of s. After common the theta 1 of s, here j s square plus k minus k into theta of s is equal to t of s. I am taking this as a second equation. Okay. Now we can apply the second node. Second node is here, whatever the elements are connected to the second node, k and b theta. So here j2 is theta and tj2 and tb and tk. These are the elements are connected to the second j2 node, right? tj2, tb, tk. Okay, here theta is the output node. So here tj2, already we know the formula, j2 into d square by dt square, b tb, so plus b into d theta by dt, right? tk, tk is k into theta minus theta 1. You can write from this side, so we can take theta minus theta 1. Don't take theta 1 minus theta for the second node. Okay, you can take second node, so first you have to take theta minus theta 1. Okay, you can write the all those formulas here, then we will get differential equation, that is j2 d square theta by dt square plus b d theta by dt plus k theta minus k theta 1 is equal to 0. This is the third equation, that is a differential equation. We can apply the here Laplace transform, then we will get j s square theta of s plus bs into theta of s plus k theta of s minus k theta 1 of s is equal to 0. Now we have to take the common as theta of s, here j s square plus bs plus k into theta of s, are common this whole theta of s minus k theta 1 of s is equal to 0. From this theta 1 of s is equal to, from this theta 1 of s is equal to j s square plus bs plus k by k into theta of s. Okay. From this theta 1 of s will be write the in the second equation, that is in this equation. In place of theta 1 of s, you have to substitute that value, this value. Okay, in place of theta 1 of s, I am substituting this value, j1 s square plus k into j2 s square plus bs plus k by k into theta of s minus k into theta of s is equal to t of s. What is the transfer function output by input? Here output is theta of s and input is t of s. We can represent in the form theta of s by t of s. So from this we can take the theta of s by t of s. Okay, first we common the this theta of s, then what will get j1 s square plus k into j2 s square plus bs plus k minus k square by k into theta of s is equal to T of s. From this, theta of s by T of s is equal to final transfer function. Okay. This is the final transfer function. Theta of s by T of s is equal to k by j1 s square plus k, j2 s square plus bs plus k minus k square. Okay. What are the final results? We have represents the differential equation. First equation and second equation. First node we will get one differential equation, second node we will get second differential equation, final the transfer function also. Finally, we can write like this, two differential equations and one transfer function. Okay, this is the result of the rotational system. Okay, any doubts from here? In this rotational system or translation system? Any doubts? This problem also same. Okay, I will go with next topic. All of you clear this mechanical rotational system. I will go to the next topic. Next topic is servo motors. Okay. Next topic in first unit is servo motors. The motors are used to control the automatically is called as a servo motor. For example, you have to take one object. The object will be same some position we have to get. For example, we have to take one cooling company is there. In that cooling company, the cool drink will be filled with automatically machine will be filled with that cool drink in the bottle, and then it will goes to the you can take the then top will be, then after it will goes to some other side, right? Automatically fill the cooling. The bottle will comes to the that position only, the cooling will be comes, right? That same position will be getting in that time only, the cooling will be goes to the that bottle, right? That process will be done with the by using the servo motor application. Okay, servo mechanism application. This is the best example for the servo motor, and you can take cutter also. Cutter also cutting this whenever object will comes to the that position, then only cutter will cuts the that position, because of by using the servo motor here. Okay, whenever the objective comes to the control the position, on object, then the system is called as a servo mechanism. Okay. This is the servo motor application. In general, the servo motor have some features. We have to linear relationship between speed and control signals. So we can controlling the speed of the machine. Whenever object will comes, that time only the object will be cutting or filling the liquid. Okay. Steady state stability. Can take steady state. Here wide range of speed control. We can controlling the speed range. Okay. Either low to high, high to low. Okay. Linearity mechanical characteristics throughout the entire speed range. The speed range will be linear. Okay. Low mechanical and electrical inertia. Fast response. We can take fast response. Within fraction of time, we can take position to fill the cooling or cutting, all those things. Okay. These are the features of the servo mechanism. Advantages of, we have two types of servo motors here, DC and AC servo motor from the supply purpose. Okay. Here the DC motor more expensive than AC motor. Why? Because we have these advantages are there DC compared to the AC. Higher output than 50 Hz motor, same size. Here we are giving the more output, same size, we give the more output in DC. Okay. And linear characteristics, it will be linear characteristics. The system is linear, then the efficiency is also more. So, and it can achieve easily. Easier speed control from 0 to full speed and full speed to 0 speed. Both the direction we can control easily. Okay, in this DC servo motor. High torque to inertia ratio, that gives quick response. Can give the quick response to control the signals in DC. DC servo motor have lightweight. They have the lightweight. So low inertia. We can change the command position of the speed very quickly. Within short time we can change the commands of the speed. Okay. Here the time constant will be 0.1 to 6 milliseconds and mechanical time constant is 2.3 to 40 milliseconds. Okay. In this time limit only we can controlling the speed ranges. Okay. DC motors are capable of delivering 3 times of their rated torque. Within a short time you can changes the torque, rated torque also here. These are the advantages of DC servo motor. Okay. What are the advantages of AC motors? AC servo motor. The AC servo motor has low cost, high efficiency and less maintenance. Okay. Low cost, higher efficiency and less maintenance. Disadvantages are, it will be non-linear, difficult to control easily positional. The command signal will be setting very difficult. The speed ranges will be controlling somewhat difficult in a AC servo motor. But we can control the speed commands and all those things. We can controlling all the commands in DC very easily. This is the main difference between AC and DC servo motor. Okay. The AC servo motors are used in low power applications